Hey there, my minions. Tone Dog barking at you again with another Dog of the Dead. And I'm here at the Nestucca Valley Community Cemetery. Here it's just outside of Hebo, Oregon, on the Oregon coast. Yeah, in between Tillamook and Lincoln City. But this is a quaint little cemetery, and let's take a look at it, shall we? Well, one thing stands out to me immediately is they're patriotic. You know me, I'm a patriot and I love the patriotic stuff. But I really don't know a whole lot about this cemetery here, other than I was just driving by it, going to another cemetery. And so this looked interesting, and I decided we'll take a look and read some of the names. Looks like it's still kind of being used and people are still remembering, but Craven, Homer C. and Nellie A. 1893 to 1988. Wow. 1898 to 1992. Here's a Rasmussen. All right. That's fairly new, 2023 and 1993. Okay. We've got some fairly new ones over here. This goes all the way up the hill. We got some stuff over here, and some of these look fairly interesting. There's always a Smith, and there's just a plot. And here's some that are all overgrown. Of course, there are always those. Here's a homemade one that's fairly nice. Del B. Wagner. Let's see, 1976. Here's the passing date. Yeah, this cemetery looks fairly interesting. So anyway, we're gonna walk through, I guess, and look at some more of these. See, this is another one of those ones you can tell there's people that really care here. Maybe not have a lot of money or prestige or whatever you might want to call it, but you can see that someone cared a lot about some of these, or you know, at least remembering them, or you know, leaving something that is worth remembering, I suppose. And yeah, this is like the one there in Taft, where it's up on the side of a hill and in layers. Yeah, see, it's terraced up here, and so there's just one level after another, and each one of these things like this is a family. There's one all up here, Cooper, nice one, Cross. Oh, Cross, more crosses. Here's one under the tree. Simmons, Harold E. Simmons, 1930 was his passing date. Here's some more up here, all in the concrete. And this is great, you know, this is an interesting cemetery, my minions. I mean, and I don't know, it's just, like I said, I just went by it going somewhere else, and I had to come back and check it out. There's a nice name, Borba, Emmanuel, 1890, 1958, and FLC, 1898, 1992. But there again, see, look at the terracing here of all these ones. We'll walk up and take a look at some of these. More families here. Jensen, Merle W. and Helen I. And we'll get on the little road here. Glad I got this gimbal. See, there's one there leaning into time. Here's another one here that's, geez, look, it's kind of old. And it's looking old. There's more up here. This and interesting. Genevieve Nanny Ingram, 1910 to 2009. So that lady had a nice life. There's more over here and more up here. That, you know, this is another one of these cemeteries that is just very interesting, even though there's not a whole lot to it. Yeah, my minions, there seems to be no shortage of these pioneer cemeteries out here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a zincer right over there. The ones that are made out of zinc. people that have been under the trees here. Here's a whole bunch up here that have very fresh remembrances, so these are probably fairly new. That one I bet is for a child or something, which is sad. Here's another one. Let's see, Stanley Ray, 1970 or 1955 to 2020. So here's a bit. This one looks pretty popular here. Another family over here, Walton. Huh. I wonder if it's John Boy. No, Harold L. and Nellie E. And Lee Roan Scott Walton. All right. See, now we go over here. And there's still a lot of these uprights that are just older. There's a bunch over under the trees. There's some up here too that's almost out of the cemetery even, because you see they're just scattered willy-nilly about. There's a lot of Jensens up here. Here's George Jensen, 1897 to 1971. Okay, and here's a Glenn White, 1893 to 1934. See, we got some people up there under the trees. Over here under the trees, Lizzie Scott, 1874 to 1969. Collins, William T, 1864 to 1920. There's a Wenger under that tree here. And then you can look down all the way out over there. There's a bunch of fresh flowers. There's another zinker over here. A couple of them over under the trees. We'll walk that way and look at them. Yeah, I could think of worse views to have of worse things, especially if it was for eternity. But this was a very short, that's what she said, no, I'm sorry. Very short Dog of the Dead here at the Nestucca Community Cemetery. And hold on, now they're asking me to do it, but anyway, my AI system keeps wanting to AI out on me. See, there's a zinker. That's a really pretty one. Let's see if we get the name on it. Let's see. Florence Hanson, 1869. Home near Hebo, Tillamook County, Oregon, in 1907 is when she passed. That's kind of cool. And let's see. There's another zinker over here. Darling mother, thou hast left us. And this is Maren Sophia Jensen. Okay, another Jensen, folks. So, hey. Yeah, there's Eckerson's there. Here we got Margaret Westerling. She died in 1992. She's not too old. And here we have Body Felt. I'll leave that one alone. You'll thank me later. So, here's to you, all you beloved gone people, and the ones that aren't remembered. Pwn Dog remembered. So, it's been good talking to you. I love you, my minions. This is Pwn Dog at the Nestucca Community Cemetery, and we are just outside of Hebo again on the Oregon coast. And this has been just a little sojourn into another little resting place of some of the dearly departed of this area. So, it's been nice talking to you, my friends. Keep an eye on your kids, pet your dog, go visit the ones you love, and go visit the dearly departed. Pwn Dog out. Love y'all, man. Dog of the day. So, peace out, my minions.